Hello everyone, this is model number 240 line to ground and line to line fault detector over GSM. First we will see hardware part of this project. Step down transformer, voltage regulatory circuitry, Arduino, LCD, ULN 2003 relay driver IC and GSM. Here we are using resistor instead of cable. As we know that the cable is also having some resistance and the resistance of the cable is directly proportional to the length of the cable. For demo purpose, we are using a switch in order to create a fault manually. These are the series of switches which are used to create a fault between R line and ground, and these switches are used to create fault between Y line and ground. These series of switches are used to create a fault between B line and ground, and these switches are used to create a fault between R line and Y line. These switches are used to create a fault between Y line and blue line, and these switches are used to create a fault between R line and a blue line. And the first three relays are on when the fault occur between line to ground, that is R line to ground or Y line to ground and blue line to ground, and these two are on when the fault is occurred between line to line, that is R line to Y line, and the first relay is on when the fault is occur between R line to Y line, and the second relay is on when the fault is occurred between Y line to blue line and Y line to B line, and this relay is on when the fault occur between R line to B line. Now we will see how this works. Now I will create a fault between, it is checking mode R to B. Now it is checking line to ground. I will create a fault between R to ground, that is R line to ground, that is 10. These one switch will indicate a distance of 5 km. This is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30. I have created a fault at 10 km. So it is showing 10 km, as well as we are getting the SMS as R2G 10 km. I will create the fault again at a 25 centimeter. Again I will get the SMS R2G at a 25 km. Now I will create a, now it is R to Y, Y to B. Now I will create fault between Y line to B line, that is at a 10 km. I have created a fault here at a 10 km. So it is showing Y to B at 10. I got the SMS as Y to B at 10 km. Now, so this relay is on now. Now I will clear that fault. Again it is checking R to B. So I have created R to B means here at a 25 km, sorry, at a 20 km. Again I will get the SMS. The fault is occur at a 20 km. R to B at a 20 km. Now I will clear this fault. Now it is checking line to ground. I will create a fault between Y line to ground. So Y to G at a 20. Y to G, that is 20 km. Now I will clear that and I will create at 30 km. Y to G at a 30 kilometer. I will get the SMS Y to G at 30 kilometer. I will clear this. Now R to Y. I have created R to, now Y to B. Now Y to B is again I have created at a 10 kilometer. So Y to B 10 kilometer. So this relay is on. I will get the SMS. I will get the SMS as a Y to B at 10 kilometer. Now I will clear this. R to B at 30 kilometer. I have created R to B. R to B at a 30 kilometer. Now again it will check line to ground. I have created line to ground at R to G at a 30 kilometer. So I will get R to G at 30 kilometer. Thank you.